Hi Virgo, welcome to the Divine Dojo. I'm Gabriella and I am doing your reading for May 5th through 11th. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to clear the energy from the last reading and let's do this. If you'd like, take a deep breath in. And release. All right, Virgo. So this week, today and tomorrow, I believe, we have, sorry, I'm moving this thing. We have the moon in your sign. So nice practical moon for you guys today, Monday and Tuesday. And then, and so on, moon moves in towards the sign, and then we're gearing up for that full moon in Scorpio, which is a nice, deep, transformative moon. So it's a good healing moon. So if you want to let go of things that no longer serve you, it's a great time to jot down those things that you want to release and burn them, bury it, or throw it in the ocean, whatever you want to do, however you want to work your magic. It's a great moon for releasing what no longer serves us, for sure. Super transformative. What else is going on this week? It's a super chill week this week in terms of transits and stuff. The only other big thing that's happening is Mercury on the 10th. Mercury moves into Taurus, which is a nice grounding energy for Mercury. So communications, as far as communications goes, it's a good time to, like, if you're going to communicate something heavy or whatever, just communication in general, it's a good time to take a nice grounded approach, practical approach to communicating. And then also it's a good financially, what am I trying to say? Sorry. It's good for discussing financial planning and just talking about finances in general, especially like, being in Taurus, having to do with finances and all of that. So Mercury is good for communicating that. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. I thought of something in my head. Anyhow, what am I feeling for you here? I feel like I want to start off with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck to start our opening messages. Oh, and one came out right away, the Fates. This is cute. The Fates. Interesting. Let's see where this goes. Self-love, this gives me like the star energy, the star vibe, Aquarius energy, shining our light, being brilliant. Yeah, let's build on that. Let's build on the story. You know what? Actually, let me pull a archetypes. Spirit, give us a clear message. Give me a clear message for Virgo this week. Spirit, thank you. The Temple. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of, this is kind of yours and Capricorns and Taurus energy, our temple. And I love how it's so funny how things, Spirit works. Because it's like the temple and she's there like kind of hugging herself. It's like our inner temple, our body temple. It could be our physical temple, especially that I'm reading for you and we're in Taurus season. So let's see what that's about, Spirit. Let's give us a clear message. I call you in, Spirit, the divine creator. Give me a clear message for Virgo for this week. Clear message, Spirit. Thank you. And there you are right away with the Hermit. Give me a clear message. Too many. Clear message for Virgo. Okay, that's not wanting to shuffle. So let's do it. The Hermit came upside down with the moon. How interesting. So there you are with a Pisces energy, right? Maybe something with the full moon will, you know, come to light, you know. And I love how the Hermit has the star in the little lantern there, right? Maybe something's gonna come to light. It's definitely about you. Maybe you've been wishing on something and it hasn't come up yet, but maybe you've been having like vivid dreams is what I'm getting too. Yeah, maybe it's something having to do with your dreams. Interesting. Let's get some more. Yeah, so you came out right away. Interesting. For my beautiful Virgo spirit, can you give me some clear message for my beautiful Virgos? Thank you. Those flew. Flew. So then we have the Five of Swords, Temperance, and then the Page of Swords with the Eight of Wands. So Five of Swords, Temperance, Page of Swords, and then Eight of Wands. Huh. Yeah, so Sag energy, and then we have what is Aquarius energy. Yeah, so yeah, it seems like there's a desire for you to mend something, forgive something, have some balance and harmony into your life, getting some new ideas. Maybe you're getting clarity now with this new moon coming up, communicating, new ways of communicating, which would be great during the Mercury, when Mercury enters Taurus. But something, whatever the communication or whatever is being revealed is coming in pretty quickly. I mean, the Eight of Wands is reversed, but yeah, maybe there has been some frustration and you've been holding off on communicating something that has been on your mind, on your heart, and you're trying to get some balance, but it's been delayed. And so maybe there has been some frustration and a slowdown. Huh. What is this about, Spirit? What is this about? So then we got the star. There it is. Like I said, the Aquarius energy. You know how he has that star in the little cage there. More Aquarius energy. So we have Aquarius, Pisces, and Sag here. And then Ace of Pentacles reverse. And then the Four of Swords reverse. And then the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it seems like you've been waiting on something to come in, right? Maybe having to do with money, maybe having to do with communication, some sort of communication that you've been waiting on, or maybe you've been waiting to communicate. Take it as it resonates, obviously. It's a general read. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but there's been stagnation. There's been definitely, you know, a need to control not what is coming in, but there's something that maybe there's something held back here. What is this about, Spirit? What is it that has not been communicated or has not come through, that is stagnant? Excuse me. That doesn't work. You know what? Yeah, I just got a ping to move to the light seers. Okay, let's get some clarity with the light seers. What is this about, Spirit? What has not been coming through? Is it communication? Is it something having to do with patience? Maybe it's an apology. Somebody is needing to apologize. Somebody's needing, they had to rest. Maybe it's a health thing. Maybe it's health. Maybe it's you've been waiting on a decision or something from the doctor. What is this about, Spirit, for Virgo this week? The Sun, but it was a reverse. Either way, the Sun, you know, reverse or upright is super powerful. But yeah, maybe it's something having to do with your health that you've been waiting on, you know, because the Sun to me is that Leo energy. And it's about, you know, our happiness, what brings us joy. Huh. Can I get clarity on the Sun reverse? Oh, that popped out right away. The Death. There's the Scorpio energy, right? Death in reverse, but it is death. It is reverse. So maybe you have been waiting on some sort of transformation to happen or some sort of thing to transform, and it just hasn't happened. Is it your health? Is it, I'm getting a ping of health, but that might just be for some of you. What is this about? I need clarity on what this is about, Spirit. The Fates. That I just, well. And then you, oh, yeah, and maybe it's your energy. It's like moving on from like a stagnant energy, because you got the Page of Wands and then the Page of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups, and moving on from this stagnant energy that you have been feeling, or, you know, the stagnant non-communication that you have been feeling, or something that you've been putting off on your journey, something that you've been putting off or somebody else has been putting off. But it seems like more like you, you know, because it seems like you're ready to move on from this, especially with this death and rebirth, and then the, you know, the Sun right there too, the Sun being there, and then the Death card there. Yeah, I think you need to come in with like some new energy, some new vibes with this. Yeah, because what do we have? We have Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, reverse, and then Wands and Swords. And this is like the only, excuse me, Cups card. So maybe you've been waiting on some sort of communication, but like you've been emotionally stuck, but now you're ready to move on. You're ready to like see how this is like walking towards the Sun. You're ready to move towards the Sun to something more positive, you know, that is like more of that star spirit, spiritual faith. There's something going on. Yeah, maybe you lost faith in something, but now it's time to regain that faith with the pages and move on to it. You're going to have to tell me what this is about, because I'm trying to get clarity and it's not giving me anything specific in terms of like what it is. Yeah, maybe it is about your health, your personal health, and it's like you finally find renewal and joy and your vibrancy and vitality back. This is what is getting to me, especially with, because Spirit is leading me to the temple, towards the temple, like with the Sun. Look at this energy, look at this light, right? And then she's like leading towards the Sun, and then she has this young energy. Yeah, there's something having to do, it's with your energy, it seems like. Change the energy, and I think you'll be okay. Let me get an Akashic. You know what? I'm not satisfied. So let's just get one more. What is the advice for Virgo for this week? What is the advice, Spirit, for Virgo this week? Too many. What is the advice for, thank you. What is the advice? Yeah, Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're getting, with this new, maybe it's on the new moon, maybe it's with the new moon, you're getting some sort of clarity on something that you can finally move on and move towards this sun energy, right? You're moving towards the sun energy. Yeah, you're finally getting some sort of clarity, and I love how the light is like beaming through her out of her brain, and then it's like a spiral staircase, right? So maybe something is finally coming to the light, and now you can move on and move forward with whatever this is, and it seems more personal to you than anything. Yeah, I'm gonna read the Fates and the Temple. I might not read the Temple because that's pretty self-explanatory to me. But let's pull an Akashic Records card and then an angel number card and Callie. One clear message for Virgo, Spirit. Thank you. Whoa, everything got stuck. Enabling, huh? There is someone you're helping, or are you? I love that. In reality, you may be enabling them to continue the negative patterns and never take full responsibility for themselves. Step back and let things play out. Maybe you're taking back, maybe you're getting that clarity this week and taking back control of your power and moving toward, and letting things lie where they lie with that person. Interesting. Or maybe it's about you're enabling yourself, or you're lying to yourself about something. But now you finally get clarity, or you come clean, which, has you move towards this beautiful sun energy. I'm going to read the Fates. 17. I hope that's helpful, Virgo. I think it's more personal to you than anything. Like, it doesn't seem like relationship or money matters, but it says the Fates. Essential message: fate, karma, acceptance that are things that you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. It says the Oracle's message. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Yeah, I think with this clarity card, with this Ace of Swords, in this rebirth, you're finally like you're having that come to Jesus moment and realizing whatever it is you need to realize, to move towards like a fresh energy and get into this vibe of the sun, to move forward and, become the star of your life, or, at least for this week. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, by your past experience may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Beautiful. And yeah, and maybe it's like, maybe it has been, like a mystery or like an illusion or something. I'm going to read the protection message just to make sure. It says, it is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet, what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that for the only things you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. Yeah, and I think that's what this is like been about. It's about you. I don't know necessarily with this enabling card, is it sometimes not necessarily we're enabling others, but maybe we're hiding like truths from ourselves. And I like how it said, come with the fresh. It's our attitude, right? All we can control is our attitude and how we look at things, and then we can move towards, move towards the sun and the positive, and have positive vibes, basically, is what I'm getting for you. So I hope that was helpful. Let me just pull one angel number and we'll call it a day, Virgo. Thank you for being with me. If you have made it this far, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I would like to hear what this is about. It's going to resonate differently for all of you, but to me this was more of a personal thing this week than anything. Yeah, it says, it says 10-11, take action. Hope, new beginnings, fresh start. Where is it? Hope, new beginnings, fresh start. With the death and rebirth, there's like, with the door closing, a new one opens. Fresh start, intentional living, purpose, spiritual growth. This is your call to move forward. The sooner you take the first step, the sooner you'll achieve your goals. Embrace patience and your perseverance will be rewarded. Seize this moment to begin anew, aligning your actions with your true purpose and creating the life you envision. Yeah, this week it's time to tap into this, use the scorpionic energy, use the full moon to your benefit, and, put down on paper what you are wanting to release, and then burn that shit, and then, move towards life with the energy of the sun. She's just like, woo, just loving life. I mean, I love the sun. So, anyhow, I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next week. Bye, Virgo.